We're at sea again today. This is where we are at first thing in the morning, and by the end of the day we'll have passed the boot of Sicily and be on our way to Heraklion. Breakfast this morning consisted of kippers, which were very nice, and Joe had avocado on toast. Walking around, picture of the entertainers. All these are the dancers and singers who are involved in the shows, and the singer for this evening, the restaurant. Some more ship's information. We're all ready for dinner. This is last night. I'm recording this today, which is Thursday. This was Wednesday, and it was a masked ball, which they do regular on the Cunard liners. For dinner, I had the cold poached smoked salmon, and for main course it was surf and turf, filet mignon and good big prawns and lovely lemon souffle. Here's one of our lovely regular waiters. He's making a little hole in the top of the souffle to pour in the limoncello sauce, just to finish it off nicely.
Thank you.
Just relaxing in the lobby, and a few people are wandering about with the masks on, having their photograph taken by one of the professional photographers. There's about 7 on the ship, and they're always around taking pictures. They get your room number, and it's all computerised, so you can pick them up at any time if you so wish. You don't have to have the photographs, but they take some good shots and a lot of attention to detail. They carefully arrange their customers, move the hands, the feet, move the head backwards, forwards, to the side. So we retired for the night and get ready for the following day, which was a bad start because they had no hot water. So I braved a cold shower, which I believe has done me really good, I think. It was quite blustery on the front of the ship, but I did a couple of panos with a little Osmo action camera. And here's the captain's daily announcement.
Apart from the wind tomorrow, the weather tomorrow in Heraklion is for a mainly sunny outlook, with temperatures reaching a high of 17 Celsius, which is 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and all on board time tomorrow is 17:30, 5:30 p.m. all on board, after which we'll sail for Port Said and the Suez Canal. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the navigational brief for today, and now for my usual noontime nautical anecdote. And today is the origin of the expression hanky-panky, which is a semi-light-hearted expression often used to describe inappropriate behaviour, especially involving someone of the opposite sex. Now, a century or two ago, hanky-panky was the name given to a mixture of brandy and ginger, at the time rather potent and popular refreshment, particularly among the higher-ranking seagoing gentry, having consumed several of these cocktails, perhaps at the house of some foreign dignitary. It was not unheard of for the occasional admiral to make amorous advances towards one of the guests, perhaps even the hostess. So a common means of restoring good behaviour was to stop the offenders hanky-panky. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, may I wish you a wonderful afternoon at sea aboard Queen Mary 2, and I look forward to meeting you around the ship. Wishing you all a wonderful afternoon. Captain.
I'm sure I've already mentioned the Churchill Cigar Lounge. However, here's a few of the Commodores that have been in charge of the Queen Mary over the years, and they all have a cocktail associated with them, which are all quite nice. I've tried a few, keep working on them till I get to the last one, and then I can make my judgment to give you a recommendation of the best Commodore cocktail that there is. this is taken off the menu, gives you an idea of the price. It's about $10 on average for the cocktails, which isn't too bad really. Passing through the grand lobby again, and they have a Yamaha piano, and when there's no pianist it plays itself. Moving on from the grand lobby, we wandered into the Laurent Perrier champagne bar. We made our way into the Sir Samuel's, which is the chocolate bar, Godiva chocolates, as in Lady Godiva. They do some nice pastries. Wednesday the 18th of January now, and we made our way down for our evening meal. Started with the Thai fish cakes and a wild mushroom tart starter, and for main course I had the hake pan fried, Joe had a lemon meringue tart, and I had an apricot and apple tart. Had a little look in the Corinthian lounge where they serve a variety of ports from Portugal, and we're going to Portugal with some friends on the 28th of October this year, so interesting to get some knowledge in advance. They have some fantastic vintage ones, extremely expensive. The only person I know would buy these is Stephen Williams, my good friend and wine merchant. Gives you a little bit of etiquette, how to pour the port, and they also have some sensibly priced ones at $7, $9 and $10 a glass. We went to see this evening's show, which was The Comedian. Again. That's the end of another day, and then tomorrow we get off the ship and arrive in the port of Heraklion, which is in Greece. We arrive at 8 o'clock. We have to leave for 5:30.